I'm Pat Christie, and I have the privilege of introducing Sharice Taylor, who is our Chief Program Officer at GSNNJ. She will welcome you all.
Thank you, Pat. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. We welcome you to our Girl Scouts of Northern New Jersey's first virtual Silver and Gold Award celebration. We are excited to be together with all of you to honor our Silver and Gold Award Girl Scouts. Congratulations to all of our honorees. You have truly achieved a remarkable accomplishment. Please give our Girl Scouts a virtual round of applause. Thank you. I'll turn it back over to Pat.
Thank you, Sharice. We will now salute the flag. Karina Shaw will lead us. Everyone else, keep yourself muted and just join along, follow along. Karina Shaw is a Silver Award Girl Scout who is well on her way to achieving the gold. So Karina, there she is. Karina, move your ponytail so we can see the flag. There we go. Any flag will do.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Karina. Now we will recite the Girl Scout Promise, led by Gold Award Girl Scout Farah Poveri.
On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all costs, and to live by the Girl Scout law.
Thank you, Farah. The Silver Award is the highest honor a Girl Scout cadet can achieve. She begins with her first of 2 Take Action projects by completing a Girl Scout journey, learning about a community problem, and taking action on what she has learned. Her second Take Action project focuses on an issue she cares about. She may work on her own or with a small group of other cadet Girl Scouts. The girls explore the issue to gain an understanding of how it plays out in their community, and then devise a take action to create lasting change. The following girls have achieved this prestigious award. From the Bergenfield Service Unit, we have Nicole Ensman and Eartha Pillay. From the Butler Bloomingdale Service Unit, Abigail Prouse and Rebecca Prouse. From the Chatham Service Unit, Megan Andreasen, Lily Orr, Georgia Delaney, and Kelsey Lee. From the Chester Service Unit, Natalia Cresty, Alyssa Attell. From the Closter Service Unit, Suhaila Akar. From the Denville Service Unit, we have Morgan Conover and Aurora Luar. From the East Hanover Service Unit, Ariana Alenardo and Michaela Newell. From the Emerson Service Unit, we have Olivia Lupano. Florham Park Service Unit proudly recognizes Mary Corabe. From the Goffle Service Unit, we have Chelsea Matina Smith and Jalen Rizzo. The Hillsdale Service Unit has Silver Award Girl Scouts Megan Minnow, Karina Shaw, and Lainey Svorek. From the Ho-Ho-Kus Service Unit, we have Nita Shakar Palumbinskas. From Hopatcong Service Unit, Fiona Reed. From the Jefferson Service Unit, we have Victoria Cagiano, Abby Cooper, Satina Garudo, and Emily Mylod. And Elizabeth O'Shea. From the Kinnelon Service Unit, we have Leah Eade. Silver Award Girl Scouts from the Lakedale Service Unit, we have Alyssa Fox and Naomi Fox. And from the Lincoln Park Service Unit, Nadia Reese and Emily Shearer. The Lyndhurst Service Unit has Nicole Bay, Deeksha Prabhu, Madeline Redmond, Dana Trier, Alyssa Centurion, Gabriella Chapello, Isabella Freitas, and Chloe Lamonaco, all Silver Award Girl Scouts from Lyndhurst. From our Madison Harding Service Unit, we have Bethany Bradshaw and Clara Forte. Hailing from our Montvale Service Unit, we have Juliana Davino, Avery Marquis, Alexa Rabizadeh, Amanda Rabizadeh, Emily Saylor, and Grace Zack. From the Montvale Service Unit, we have Claire Grow. Anna Feldberg is from the Morristown Service Unit. From the Mountain Lake Service Unit, we have Jennifer Catallo, Lula Duda, Juliana Rafferty, and Samantha Rafferty. And our Silver Award Girl Scouts from Mount Arlington Roxbury Service Unit are Isha Gulapali and Jillian Guyen. Mount Olive Service Unit has Kira Gregory, Zoe Gregory, Caitlin Lowy, Sarah Lowy, Sarah Shortino, Carissa Suralik, Keiko Takahashi, and Madison Utes. Silver Award Girl Scouts from the New Milford Service Unit are Sophia Albanese, Alyssa Jelinek, Paige Jelinek, Daphne Lambert, Alyssa Rossner. And from our Norwood Service Unit, we have Alexandra Fruling, Alexis Richmond, and Laura Shim. Proud Silver Award Girl Scout from Oakland is Grace Ahern. And from our Parsippany Service Unit, we recognize Isabella Arnold, Brielle Block, Caitlin Gillespie, Madison McGrath, Sydney Abam, Mona Lisa Haight, Arya Patel, and Lauren Smith. And from the Ramsey Service Unit, Silver Award Girl Scouts include Emma Cohen, Selena Desai, Karen Hotz, Megan Mariani, Megan Newton, Christina Nicolai, Riley Sobel. From our Randolph Service Unit, we have Alexa Helmke, Sophia Olachowski, and Kate Wayan. And we have a Silver Award Girl Scout from Ridgefield Park, Gianna Terrarosa. From our Ridgewood Service Unit, please go back a slide. Oh, there it is. Ridgewood Service Unit, yes, Emily Schmidt. And from our Rivervale Service Unit, Chelsea Armstrong, Sarah Kepler, and Vivian Westercon are all Silver Award Girl Scouts. From our Rockaway Service Unit, we have Mia D'Agostino, Kira Morena, and Ava Zeman. Julia Wan is a Silver Award Girl Scout from Sparta Service Unit. From the Upper Saddle River Service Unit, we have Autumn Chewy and Hansa Suresh. Madeline Hart is a Silver Award Girl Scout from Vernon Service Unit. From our Waldwick Service Unit, we have Natalie Kadar Reniak. From Washington Township Service Unit in Morris County, Erin Meehan, Erin Thomas, Ella Villani, and Elizabeth Zeman. And from our Wayne Service Unit, we have Julia Huth, Isabel Mailman, and Gianna Scaglione. From West Milford Service Unit, Lena Liakas and Olivia Schmetz. From the Wharton Mine Hill Service Unit, Adriana Brandstetter and Mahi Gupta. And our Silver Award Girl Scouts from the Woodridge Service Unit are Abigail Oliver and Olivia Wojtowicz. And from our last service unit we're reporting tonight, Wyckoff, we have Kira Creech, Claudia Ferenc, Ariana Giamenko, Carmen Noya, Meredith Haggy, Catherine Haig, Emily Kavek, and Lindsay Sobkovich. Congratulations, girls. Now we're going to unmute everyone so you can join us in a round of these deserving Girl Scouts. Why is that girl's name with you? Dr. Betty M. Simmons is a lifelong resident of New Jersey. She attended the Morris Public School District, graduating from Morristown High School. Dr. Simmons earned her bachelor's degree in Spanish and French with a minor in sociology at Field College in Greenville, Pennsylvania. She has a master's degree in counseling and human services from Montclair State University and a doctorate of education from Seton Hall University. Currently, Dr. Simmons is the Vice President of Student Development and Enrollment Management at County College of Morris. She has held this position for the past 10 years after having had various administrative positions over the course of her 35-year degree at the college. Dr. Simmons was a Girl Scout in Morristown and has been chair of the board of the Girl Scouts of Northern New Jersey for the past 5 years. She is very active in her community and in her professional life, serving on many boards and evaluation groups. As you can imagine, her passion is education and the opportunity for all to achieve their greatest potential.
Thanks so much, Pat. It is so wonderful to be here with you all this evening. Once again, I want to congratulate today's Gold and Silver Award recipients. This is truly an amazing accomplishment that you have made strides to improve the communities you serve with your various projects, and I'm eager to hear about some of them. While I don't want to take up too much of anybody's time, as this ceremony really is about our girls, I appreciate the opportunity to speak before you today. First and foremost, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Girl Scouts of Northern New Jersey, we wish you much success as you achieve this very special pillar of Girl Scouting, and take what you have learned throughout your Girl Scout careers as you move forward with your life's endeavors. As you've heard over the course of your Girl Scout experience, your leaders, parents, family, friends, and Girl Scouts of Northern New Jersey, we have all worked real hard to instill in you a sense of courage, confidence, and character so you can have a positive impact on our society. You've already achieved that and more, and we are so very proud of you. But there's still more to come, especially at this time when we're dealing with such a horrific pandemic, a global health crisis, and much unrest in our communities. It's more important than ever that Girl Scouts step up and show that they too can be leaders to make this world truly a very better place. I want to tell you, I find it symbolic that we've decided to host this event just as Kamala Harris has been identified as the vice presidential running mate for Joe Biden, our presidential candidate. This has sparked a great effort in recognizing the accomplishments that women have made locally, regionally, nationally, and globally. By achieving either your silver award or your gold award, you too are distinguishing yourselves at the local level for striving to make that world a better place, especially the world that you all are currently living in. I want you to consider this your very first step of what you could be, what could be for you so many great accomplishments, and continue to be a go-getter, an innovator, a risk taker, and a leader. I want you to keep in mind the accomplishments of some very prestigious women. I'm just going to go through a few that I found very intriguing. Susan B. Anthony, you may remember her as one of America's most famous activists for women's rights, especially for women gaining the right to vote. Were it not for her efforts, we may not have this right, which was granted in 1920. And this year, more than ever, we need to exercise that right. So for those of you who will be eligible, please vote. Please remember Elizabeth Blackwell, who was the first woman to receive a medical degree and open the first clinic for women and children with an all-female staff. And that was in 1849. Hard to believe. Shirley Chisholm was the first African-American woman to be elected to Congress, serving 7 terms from 1969 to 1982. She was also a huge advocate for the National Organization of Women, for helping to pass Title IX, which is a very important title that we abide by in today's world, and also a strong advocate for same-sex lifestyle. Amelia Earhart was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in 1934 and 1935. Female pilots are no longer an oddity as a result of her groundbreaking work as an aeronautical woman. Geraldine Ferrara was the first woman to ever run on a major party ticket when she ran as Vice President of the United States in 1984. Billie Jean King, we all know her. She was a feminist, but she was also an activist for equality among women, especially gay and lesbian individuals in the world of sports. She's also well known for beating Bobby Riggs in a monumental tennis match, demonstrating women's ability to best a man. Sandra Day O'Connor is the first woman to sit on the United States Supreme Court. Sally Ride was the first woman to fly in space in 1983 and 1984. Gloria Steinem was a major voice and face of feminism in the 1970s, organizing the National Women's Political Caucus and speaking out on behalf of equal rights for women everywhere. Harriet Tubman, who was a slave, helped hundreds of American slaves escape along secret routes to freedom, not too far from us in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Oprah Winfrey, we all know her, the first female African-American woman to achieve billionaire status. And now, as a result of her work in broadcasting, acting, producing, and social activism, she has been considered one of the most influential people in the world. And finally, our very own Juliette Gordon Lowe, the founder of Girl Guides in 1912 that led to Girl Scouts that we know today. Of all of those women that I just mentioned, Geraldine Ferraro, Gloria Steinem, Sandra Day O'Connor, Sally Ride, and Juliette Gordon Lowe were Girl Scouts. They may not have realized it at the time, as I did when I advanced to where I am today, but the basic components, philosophies, and guiding principles of Girl Scouts have been instrumental in setting their courses for their achievements. Girl Scouts delivers the best leadership experience for girls, setting you up for a lifetime of success. It gives you the tools to take action, create change today for a better tomorrow, and make a difference in the world in which we live. Therefore, as we celebrate your accomplishments this evening, for achieving your Silver Award and your Gold Award, I encourage you to never lose sight of what you have learned through your Girl Scout experience and be proud of your accomplishments. They will serve you well today and every day. Thank you so very much for allowing me to be a part of this wonderful event. I look forward to following your careers and being proud of what you have become. Congratulations.
Thank you, Betty, for those inspiring comments. The Girl Scout Gold Award represents the highest achievement in Girl Scouts. It recognizes girls who demonstrate extraordinary leadership through 3 Take Action projects that have a sustainable impact in their communities and beyond. The first 2 involve discovering community issues, connecting with their communities to understand the impact of these issues, and then taking all that has been learned into consideration. They devise and implement Take Action plans. This process affords the girls a better understanding of their communities and valuable skills that will aid them in completing their Girl Scout Gold Award Take Action project. To begin the Gold Award Take Action project, the Girl Scout must first reflect on her own values to identify the community issue that she will build her project on. She will investigate that issue to understand the root causes of the problem through research and interviews. She looks beyond her local community to identify national and global links to her issue to help her to gain a sharp perspective. As she reaches out into her community, she is also developing relationships with others who are interested in this problem and building her Take Action project team. Once fully educated, she will develop her Take Action plan and present it to the Council Gold Award Advisory Committee to secure approval. She must show that she has a keen understanding of the issue, has developed a team, will demonstrate leadership, and her project will create lasting change. In the final wrap-up, the Gold Award Girl Scout candidate is challenged to reflect on what she has accomplished and share her project beyond her local community to increase the impact she has made and to inspire others. The girls we will introduce have successfully answered the call to go gold, an action that indelibly marks them as accomplished members of not only their communities, but also the world. Let's meet some of GSNNJ's changemakers, our Gold Award Girl Scouts. So the first girl that we will hear from is Josette Audi from the Upper Saddle River Service Unit.
For my Gold Award, the issue I addressed was low quality of life in senior citizens. Growing up, I was very close with my grandparents and loved spending time with them. One of my favorite ways to do this was gardening with my grandma each spring. For my project, I built raised planters and benches for Esther Gitlow Towers, a low-income apartment building for senior citizens in my town, Suffern. I also hosted a garden class where me and girls from my troop were able to connect and work with the senior citizens there on plants for them to care for in their rooms. I am most proud of how I got to connect with the seniors and how happy they were to use the planters.
Thank you, Josette. Next, we will hear from Sheetal Bangalore from the Morristown Service Unit.
So my project addressed both the stress felt by music students and the lack of appreciation of classical music by the general public. As a music student, seeing other students under immense pressure motivated me to make a difference. I am proud that after my event that I organized, many young kids told me that they were now inspired to play an instrument.
Okay, thank you. Our next Gold Award Girl Scout is Arabella Benducci from the Oakland Service Unit.
Hi, so for my project, I wanted to bring awareness to poetry and how it can help emotionally for those who are struggling, because it's very much a dying art, especially in schools. They don't really teach how broad poetry can be. And I also wanted to bridge the gaps between the older and younger generations. So what I did was I had a workshop kind of like twice a week, and people could come and learn how to write poetry, because poetry is more than just rhyming words. And poetry has always been a love of my life. I've loved writing it since I was a kid. And to see everyone interact together and have such happy memories and have poetry grow from something that they weren't proud of to something that they wanted to put on display was just amazing from my part.
Thank you. And our next Girl Scout is Juliana Benducci, Arabella's sister, from Oakland also, of course.
Hi. So when I was taught in school the statistics about behind wars and behind and learn about all the famous people. But what we don't learn is that every single soldier has their own story. I filmed and preserved the veterans stuff in my town and throughout my community, and I put them into small little documentaries in order to make sure that their stories are well preserved. And my favorite part was that these stories are no longer lost, they're now documented. And my poppy inspired me because he was losing his mind, his memories, and I wanted to preserve his stories before they were truly gone. So that was my Gold Award.
Thank you, Juliana. Our next Gold Award Girl Scout is from the Jefferson Service Unit, Brittany Butcher.
So for my gold award, I did. Yeah, I am.
Okay. I'm sorry. You're saying.
For my gold award, I addressed the topic of suicide prevention. And I got a program into my high school where I handed out these brochures and these business cards to every student in my high school and the 8th grade. I was inspired because a student in my school, my sophomore year, took his own life. And it really hit me how they didn't really talk about the issue that much. So I felt that it was really important to be talked about. And my proudest moment throughout my project was when we were showing the movie for like the second time to get the final seal of approval to the guidance department. My principal stood up and admitted that this is something that needed to be talked about, and he found that it was important. And in the past, he had brushed it under the rug. And so that was like a really good moment for me to know that I was making a difference.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brittany. Now we'll hear from Grace Boonstra from Goffle Service Unit.
Hi, my name is Grace. My issue was I was working with EMS workers, which is police, fire, and ambulance personnel, to show them sign language, which is American Sign Language. I was able to show them with my knowledge of sign because my mom and my dad both knew sign and taught me when I was little. I grew up, and then I also learned more sign language in high school. So I showed people within my community as well as the police, fire, and ambulance department. And people were so excited with my project that they came back and talked to me in sign language, as well as the police, fire, and ambulance department. I wanted to raise awareness for people who had to use sign language to communicate in case if they were ever in an emergency. I handed out handbooks that had like 100 signs for emergencies.
Thank you, Grace. And now we'll hear from Caroline Clifford from the Saddle River Service Unit.
The inspiration behind my Gold Award were the California wildfires. I believe that every animal deserves a chance. So I got these oxygen masks for fire stations around New Jersey. And my biggest accomplishment was providing these for canines and for Homeland Security canines and the government agency. So it's really cool that a lot of canines have these, and I taught the first responders how to use them properly. And they look like that.
Thank you, Caroline. Our next girl is a Carolyn Coletti from Ramsey.
Hello. So the issue that my Gold Award was meant to solve is that as humans, we create a lot of food waste, but in my community, there wasn't really an environmentally friendly way of disposing it outside of throwing it away. So to start small, I created a composting program at one of my local elementary schools, and then I talked to some of the younger students in the school district to get them excited for when it was their turn to compost in school. I'd say the proudest moment I had during the whole process was that my Gold Award ended up inspiring my senior capstone project in high school, which then helped me kind of figure out what I wanted to study in college.
Fantastic. Thank you. And now we'll hear from Maya de los Santos from New Milford.
Hello. Through my Gold Award project, I addressed the underrepresentation of women in STEM fields by organizing and leading workshops at my local middle school for young girls in my community. I was inspired by the experiences with discrimination and imposter syndrome that I've had as I continue to work towards a career in engineering and computer science. My goal was to have them realize that they are capable of accomplishing absolutely anything they put their minds to, and I feel that leading them through each activity while allowing their imagination to run free did just this. I'm proud of successfully introducing my students to the principles of STEM and hopefully giving them a fun preview of a career they can learn more about and even pursue. Thank you.
Thank you, Maya. And now we will hear from Skylar Doherty from the Lakedale Service Unit.
Hello, I want to apologize because my webcam is not working for whatever reason. So my Gold Award project was that I built a rain garden with the life skills students in my high school, which the life skills program deals with kids that have autism. And my town, I live in Pompton Lakes, so my town is a flood zone, and a rain garden helps reduce the effects of flooding greatly. And getting the life skills students involved allowed them a chance to really feel like they were making a positive impact in their community. And I think one of my proudest moments was seeing their eyes light up when the garden was finished and they were able to look at their work and be really proud of it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Skylar.
Hi. So for my award, I am to help Randolph School District's Transition House, which is known as the Adult Life Skills Center. I did it by creating an adaptive cookbook with simplified recipes and bolded, highlighted words to simplify it for them, because some of them had trouble reading or couldn't see very well. So I made it bigger, and I also just was inspired to do this because I love to bake, and I've been experimenting with baking and cooking healthier things. So I just wanted to help out, and I noticed that a lot of them couldn't make healthier things for themselves. So I wanted to do it in a way where they could have fun and also just have things to do on their own. So it was I'm really proud of it, and I'm looking forward to having a career in social work and helping out in a similar way.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sarah. And now let's hear from Subia Hassan from TNIC.
Hi. The name of my project is Overcoming Stress and Striving for Success. What inspired me to put this project together is the stress high school students face when managing school with extracurriculars and effort to get ready for college and other goals that they had. Through my experience, I figured out different tricks and tips which I wanted to pass on to my peers, such as using apps like My Homework Planner and a calendar. What I'm most proud of is through the 8-week workshop I did with my peers, we participated in different group activities, and by the end of it, they utilized these apps that I suggested and felt that their time management and organization skills improved. Most of all, they became more comfortable in their abilities, and their confidence when speaking to one another grew as well. I documented all of this in the blog I created called Be Gold, and it was one of my most memorable experiences of high school. Thank you.
Thank you, Subia. Great job. And now let's hear from Hannah Jones of the Mount Olive Service Unit.
Hi, I addressed the issue of the feral cat population in my town by building 2 cat houses and 2 cat feeders. My love for animals inspired me to take on this project, and I'm most proud of how I was able to overcome many different obstacles in my path to earning my Gold Award.
Thank you, Hannah. And now let's hear from Caroline Kiernan from Chatham.
Hi, I'm Caroline, and my project, Music with a Message, was centered on making theater more accessible for individuals with special needs. And I did this by creating a website with various accessible and sensory-friendly theaters in New Jersey, as well as a curriculum binder and a virtual workshop for 2 schools in my area. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll hear from Gina LaPalooza from the Lenape Valley Service Unit.
Good evening, good evening, everyone. My name is Dina LaPalooza, and I am from Troop 85 in Byram. My Gold Award project centered on educating our community about the feral cat issue in Sussex County. I gathered enough donated products to build 100 take-me-home care packages so it would be easier to get kittens adopted. And these packages were jam-packed with everything needed to offset the cost of cat adoption. I am very proud of my part in helping abandoned animals find their proper home, and I have continued to spread the awareness of feral cats throughout my freshman year of college.
Thank you, Gina. Great job. Rosemarie Malelli from Denville.
Hi. For my Gold Award project, I tackled an issue that many children face: a fear of the dentist and a lack of education on oral hygiene and good nutrition. I decided to take action on this issue because I hope to become a dentist one day, promote healthy smiles, and debunk the irrational fear of the dentist. I am most proud of how I spread my message by authoring and self-publishing an illustrated children's book called Healthy Tooth, Happy Youth. It's available on Amazon and as an audiobook on YouTube. And I'm also proud of the positive response I saw from my community. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad we got to see you. And Emily Morch from Oradell. That's Mary Nelson. We need Emily Morch. There she is.
Hi, sorry. I'm Emily Morch. I created greenhead fly traps in Barnegat, New Jersey in order to help the greenhead fly population, which is very high down there. And by doing that, I created large black boxes to put in 3 different locations where the bugs were pretty rough around there. And I got help from the town. I got help from the town with placing the boxes in these locations. And I even had help from my younger sister who helped me create a small book that we both made. I did the art and my sister did the writing, and we even went to the local library and read it there, and we have a version of it on YouTube currently.
Thank you, Emily. I'm sure you made a lot of beachgoers happy this summer. Mary Nelson of Mawa Service Unit is next. Hi, Mary.
Hi. For my Gold Award, I made an educational video on neurofibromatosis to help teachers learn how to help a student better in the classroom. This inspired me because a lot of my teachers never had someone with NF before, so they didn't know what to do. And my proudest thing was I met people all around the world with NF and I became friends with them.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mary. And our next Gold Award Girl Scout is Farah Poffrey from Allendale.
For my Gold Award, I chose to go global and help the hemophilia community in India. Hemophilia is a condition where one of the 13 blood clotting factors is missing. The way I helped was by donating physical therapy equipment to the King Charles Memorial Hospital in Mumbai, India. I was inspired by an organization called Save One Life, who helps people with bleeding disorders in developing countries. I am most proud of my improvement in communication skills and patience in dealing with the style of working of people in India. The main way to communicate with the supplier and doctors in India were through a messaging app called WhatsApp. It was very tedious and required lots of follow-ups, but ultimately it was worth it.
Thank you, Farah. Our next Gold Award Girl Scout is Emily Rotola, and she is from the Washington Township Service Unit in Morris County.
Hello. Can you
Hi,
hear me,
Emily.
right?
Yes, I can
Hi.
hear you very well.
My Gold Award project addressed the issue of the lack of natural disaster preparedness in my town. I was inspired by my experiences with my family and my experiences with Hurricane Sandy, as we were incredibly unprepared for the natural disaster that led us powerless for about 3 weeks. For my project, I had information sessions where myself and other governmental officials spoke about the topic, and I also held preparedness safety kit workshops where I help people create their own safety kit that they can keep in their homes or cars to help better prepare themselves in case of an emergency. I'm proud of my project because I believe that I was able to further help people's understanding of natural disaster and natural disaster preparedness, as well as help them be better prepared for these situations.
Thank you, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Emily. I'm sorry. Our next girl is Sarah Sheng from the Long Hill Township.
Hi. For my Gold Award project, I created a knitting and crocheting club at my former high school, Ridge High School. And in doing so, I addressed the issue of teen stress because there have been multiple studies that link the health benefits between knitting and crocheting and mental health benefits. The stressful environment of my former high school actually inspired me to take on this issue. They have been struggling with high rates of mental illnesses stemming from the competitiveness of the student body, and I'm most proud of being able to help create a healthier high school environment and being able to give back to the environment in such an impactful way. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Our next Gold Award Girl Scout is Andrea Tomaszewski from the Rockaway Service Unit.
Hi, I'm Amanda Tomaszewski, and my Gold Award project is called Relive Your Life. This project is centered around helping people with Alzheimer's disease. I was inspired by my grandmother who suffered and passed away from Alzheimer's. For my project, I created memory bags with brain-stimulating activities for Alzheimer's patients and their families. I was most proud of making a difference in these people's lives. I donated these bags to multiple memory care facilities in my area. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda Tomaszewski. And our next girl is Claire Tunney here. Yes, there she is. Hi, Claire.
Hello.
Claire,
Hi,
Claire is from Chatham.
So first I just want to say congrats to everyone for completing your gold and silver award. Pretty good accomplishment. Feels good. So congrats. So for my project, I've always had great respect for our veterans, and I knew that I wanted to do something to benefit them. So I was addressing the issue of veteran homelessness in our area. So I worked with Community Hope, which is a nonprofit shelter for homeless vets. And I went on a tour, and after going around the facility, I saw a couple things that first, the residents, they cooked their own food there, and the appliances they were using were really old and outdated. So I decided to ask the community for donations, and I was happily surprised because I was able to receive donations of 75 new kitchen appliances for them to use and 120 kitchen items. So that was a really big aspect of my project. And then another part was that among the 96 residents there's only 6 of them were female. And they had this little common room, a day room, but it was very small, and the amenities were very outdated and really nothing in comparison to the men's. So I wanted to do something special for them, and so I had a lot of big sales, and I was able to raise a lot of money to purchase all new furniture, repaint the whole room, and my proudest moment was definitely I was able to purchase them a really big, nice television, and the women, they were so happy. They were, oh my gosh, it was just seeing their reactions, because at the end of the day, my whole point of the project was to really make an impact on these people, and I was able to do that. So I'm happy with how everything went.
Terrific. Thank you, Claire. Our next Gold Award Girl Scout is from East Hanover, Isabella Becerra.
For my Gold Award project, I created a makerspace at St. Patrick's School in Chatham. My project addressed the issue of the lack of STEAM resources in education in Catholic schools, since they don't receive the same funding as public schools, which makes it difficult for these fields to be incorporated into the children's curriculum. I was inspired to tackle this because I've been attending Catholic school since preschool, so I have a personal connection, and I also believe it is important to create early exposure to different disciplines so that I could spark academic interest in young kids that can turn into lifelong passions. I am most proud of seeing the impact that this will have on the students, as there are over 200 students now, but the space can adapt to the times, touching the lives of more students in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. And now let's hear from Sydney Waldron from the Morristown Service Unit.
Hi. So my project was on autism. It was mostly because I had dealt with autism most of my life, and I also made a presentation and showed it to various schools it was mostly to help kids not be bullied by autism because I also have autism. Plus, I even made a book called Autism Awareness. I only have like 5 copies of it though.
Great job, Sydney. Thank you. Now let's hear from Kylie Wasserman from the Woodridge Service Unit.
Hi, so for my Gold Award project, I noticed that hospitalized children were very sad and that their rooms were very dull and gloomy, and I wanted to brighten up their days and make their room more of their own and brighter. So I held card and wall art making sessions with people in my community, such as the senior citizens and the middle school age children, to create 12 by 12 wall arts and cards for St. Joseph's Children's Hospital in Paterson. And I created over 450 wall art and cards. So that's my project.
Thank you, Kylie. And now let's hear from Kate Ziegler from the Chatham Service Unit.
Hi, the issue I chose to take action on was the drowning epidemic, the need for better prevention, and the importance of water safety. I focused on this issue because I'm a Red Cross certified lifeguard, and I have saved many children in both the ocean and the pool. I am most proud of earning national recognition from the National Drowning Prevention Alliance for my website and informative videos. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. So now again, we're going to unmute everyone so you can join us in a round of applause for our remarkable Gold Award class. We are so proud of all of you. The Gold Award Charge is a beloved Girl Scout tradition through which the Gold Award Girl Scouts are challenged to continue to live their values and ideals that they were taught through the Girl Scout law. The charge will be administered tonight by Joan Clifford of the Upper Saddle River Service Unit. Joan has been a mentor to many girls in their pursuit of Girl Scouting's highest awards.
I challenge you as a Gold Award recipient to accept this award in the spirit in which it is given to you. Know that with this award comes responsibility. As you enter this covenant of esteemed woman, know that you are regarded with honor and respect. Live worthy of this by living by the Girl Scout law. I challenge you to remain honest and fair in all your dealings with this world. Never sell out and never give less than your very best. Always remain true to yourself. Always guard your honor. I challenge you to be friendly and helpful to everyone you meet as you go through life. Celebrate the diversity of your fellow human beings. Give service freely, expecting nothing in return. Seek to improve life for others. I challenge you to be considerate and caring to all living things, human and animal, always being mindful of those in need and the feelings of others. Treat others as you would like to be treated. I challenge you to be courageous and strong in all you do. Stand strong in the face of adversity and share your courage with those around you, especially those smaller and weaker than you. I challenge you to be responsible for what you say and do. Think before you speak and act. Be sure everything you say and do reflects well on you and your family. I challenge you to respect yourself so you may respect others. Continually strive to improve your mind, body, and spirit. Strive for excellence in all you do and recognize the accomplishments of others. I challenge you to respect authority. Follow the laws of your country and nature. Be mindful of your rights as well as your responsibilities. as a citizen of this great nation. Remember that freedom is not free. I challenge you to use resources wisely. Never waste the resources of nature or those of yourself and the people around you. Use your talents to better the world and to protect our planet. Seek out the beauty that is all around you. I challenge you to make this world a better place. Use all your abilities to leave this world in a better condition than you found it. By your words, actions, and deeds, you can make a difference. I challenge you to be a sister to every Girl Scout. Help younger girls to reach the top as you have. Support them on their road to the gold. Do your best to give back to the Girl Scouting that which has been given to you and a little more. By accepting this challenge, you become a changed woman. You become part of an elite group who recognizes that receiving this gold award is not one celebratory moment, but a lifetime commitment. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Joan. The Gold Award Girl Scout Challenge response will be led by Brittany Botchicher.
I affirm my dedication to live by the Girl Scout promise and law. I understand my obligation to live with honor and to lead by example because the highest award of Girl Scouting has been entrusted to me. I will do my best to support other Girl Scouts on their road to gold and to give back to Girl Scouting what it has given me. I will respect others and live my life by the Girl Scout law. I will remain worthy of respect as one forever bound to the ideals of Girl Scouting.
Thank you, Brittany. It is with great pleasure that I proudly introduce Betty Garger, President, Chief Executive Officer of the Girl Scouts of Northern New Jersey.
In complete awe of everything all of our amazing Girl Scouts have done, and I appreciate all of the projects, all of the hard work, everything that you did. We talk about the Girl Scouts making the world a better place, and all of you have really made that mission statement come true. You have made the world a better place in so many ways, impacted so many different people, so many communities, so many causes that you care about. As I was saying, the past 5 months have been so hard. I miss being with my friends, my family that I don't get to see, doing normal things. And of course, I would love to be in person with all of you, not have speaking difficulties with my Girl Scout Silver and Gold Award celebrations. I am grateful anyway to have this chance to honor you tonight, even if it is via technology. You have accomplished an achievement that very few young people will ever get to say that they have accomplished. You probably know many of your Girl Scouts friends and colleagues that started, but they didn't finish. But you did. You made it through. Your passion, your determination, and your flexibility were all important characteristics that you use to earn these awards, and they are characteristics that will serve you very well in life. Very few Girl Scouts earn the gold or silver award without changing their plan, adapting to external factors, and overcoming obstacles. And that is life. We adapt and we grow in order to achieve our best selves and to be happy. As our founder, Julia Gordon-Lowe, said, the work of today is the history of tomorrow, and we are its makers. The impact each and every one of you has made on the community is measured today, but the legacy continues. And this is just one amazing milestone in your life. I, of course, have to thank everyone that assisted all of our Silver and Gold Award Girl Scouts on their journey to achieve the awards presented and honored today. Family members, thank you for all the car rides to events, juggling numerous calendars and family meals, perhaps maybe a bit of prodding, even nagging, along with lots of encouragement. So we are here tonight celebrating these amazing young women. And to the Girl Scout volunteers on the technology Zoom tonight, this truly would not happen without you. So a virtual round of applause for all of our family members, all of our volunteers. Yes, our Girl Scouts have accomplished so much already in their lives. I'm in awe, and I want to be like you when I grow up. I look forward to hearing more about what you're doing and what you will accomplish in the future. And my advice to you is to stay strong, be true to yourself. You're wonderful, you're unique, and we are so proud of you. And always remember, you took the lead like a Girl Scout. Silver Award Girl Scout, stick with Girl Scouts. Look what the Gold Award Girl Scouts have accomplished, and please try to follow in their footsteps. I know they're big footsteps. I know you can do it. To our Gold Award Girl Scouts, stay in touch with Girl Scouts. We all want to know what you're doing as you move forward in life. And make sure that you shout it from the rooftop that you are a Gold Award Girl Scout. Make sure you put it on your LinkedIn profile. I know some of you are in college already, but continue to put it on any application you have. And those of you going off to college or applying next year, make sure you put that right at the top of the college application. And before we end tonight, I want to thank the Gold Award Advisory Group for their volunteer service to help maintain the integrity of the Gold Award and support our Gold Award candidates. And thank you to the Girl Scouts of Northern New Jersey Program Department for their support of our Silver and Gold Award Girl Scouts and for tonight's celebration. I want to thank our administrative assistant, Mary Urban and Angela Barra. Of course, Pat Christie, our Higher Awards Manager. Lori Stepper, the woman behind the screen tonight, our Director of Program. And Sharice Taylor, who oversees it all, our Chief Program Officer. And of course, thank you all for participating tonight and for your passion to make the world a better place. So Pat, I'll turn it back over to you for the final thing.
Thank you, Betty, and thank you everyone for participating tonight. And we hope to see you all soon in person. Good night.